They escaped the dangers of their homeland in search of a safe place for their children.
Thanks God we are alive.
Thousands of Syrian families resettled here in Metro Detroit.
Life in America is great because safety.
According to the State Department, Michigan has become the #2 spot behind California in which Syrian refugees have resettled in the United States.
Since May of 2011, more than 1,400 Syrian refugees have moved into Michigan. Our Sandra Ali spent time with one family who says it's grateful to be in Detroit.
A, B, C, D.
Ibrahim Hassan and his wife Nala left Syria, headed for Detroit 5 months ago.
Life in Syria is very dangerous.
They escaped, searching for a better life for their 11 young children. Their oldest is 19, their youngest not yet a year old.
There is no place safe in Syria, and we cannot work. And even there is no school for our children.
Ibrahim says he quit his job as a truck driver after nearly getting killed 3 times, once in a gas explosion. While this very modest house in Detroit may not look like much to you, for the Al-Shali family, it's like paradise compared to what they left behind in their Syrian village outside of Aleppo.
Life is safe and comfortable, better than there. We lived like 2 years without electricity, no phones, and no bread. We're cooking with woods. Life is very difficult. Even when we buy gas or something, it's like 10 times more expensive than it used to be.
While most of the refugees from Syria resettled for the most part in suburban Metro Detroit, primarily in Troy, Dearborn, and Clinton Township, the Al-Shali family is settling nicely into their new home in Detroit. Their biggest concern has always been safety for their children. They wanted to make sure they could go to school without the daily threat of violence like what they endured in their old village.
The school getting fired. They cannot even go to school because there's no school, no documentation, nothing. The school in his village getting fired at 2 a.m. He doesn't know who made this, is it purposely or bombs or.
The family doesn't follow any news from back home. In fact, here they don't have a computer or even a TV. The kids walk to school in Detroit every day. The older ones take turns making sure their younger brothers and sisters get there okay.
It's hard for them, but life is better than before because when they got registered in school, they felt better. But they do some walking to go to school.
And while for now, Ibrahim and Nala are still looking to find jobs, they don't have a car. They're trying to make ends meet with help from local organizations and charities. They say they're grateful for what they do have.
Thanks God we are alive. No job, but thanks God he has a home now. Life in America is great because safety.
Because we're not at war.
No, yes, it's a safe, yeah.
Sandra Ali, Local 4.
We see video now of Aleppo and the areas around. There's just nothing there.
You're right.
So they're really, just to think about, really having to start from
fresh
scratch.
over here. Yeah. Here's a look at what Karen Drew is